Hey guys, on today's video, we're gonna be setting up your Switch. Now, no matter if you guys got a brand new one or maybe just bought a used one from somebody, well, this is the way to set it up. I also want to mention that if you have the OLED version, which is this one, or just the first version, it's gonna be the exact same thing. The first thing we have to do is create an account for this. But let me just go over the bare basics before we go on and do that. And by the way, if you guys got the Switch too, this video will also be good for you because it's basically the same thing. I do have a separate video for Switch 2, but it's technically the same thing. Anyways, down here below, that's where you guys can charge this, okay, with your cable. Up here, you guys will notice on the very top, there will be this game card insert. And right in here, yeah, it's for game cards. That's if you guys purchase those. If you don't, you guys can just download all the games. That's what I do. Then we have our headphone jack up here. We've got our volume keys. Let me just show you that. So volume, power key. These are our controllers on the sides, obviously. Now, maybe you guys don't have them attached yet. That's okay. Now, on the back, you guys can open this up. Micro SD card goes here. It's very easy to insert it and take it out. So to insert a micro SD card on your Nintendo Switch, if you don't have one, it's okay. You don't need one, but there's games that are very big nowadays, so you might want to get one if you don't have one already. And a micro SD card for Nintendo Switch, the first version versus the second, they're not gonna work. I'm sorry, but if you got one for the first version, then you're gonna need an express one for Nintendo Switch 2. So it is different. These are cheaper than the express ones. And to insert it, all you guys have to do is do that. Press it in, it's gonna click in, and there you go. As long as it clicks in, it's inside. If it doesn't click, it's not all the way in. To take it out, so let's say you guys close this, you're all good. And to take out an SD card from here, just open it up. Then you have to push it in. Push it, and it's gonna come out. And then just grab it out of there, and there you go. So that's how you guys can take out micro SD card from here. So we're just gonna put one in. Not that you need one to set this up, I just wanted to show you that. And now to take out these guys from the side, just press this small button, slide it up, press this button to release it, and you slide it up. Now these are different than your Switch 2. Switch 2 are magnetic, so they just attach. These guys slide in. Now, do you need to charge this guy up before you set it up? Not really. All right, so since we're talking about these, might as well get these set up. So how do you guys attach these, and how do you know which one goes where? Well, you're gonna notice this minus sign, that minus sign. That means these two go together. That's how you don't get them mixed up. And to actually slide one in, it's actually pretty easy. Just place it from the top. Slide it down, it's gonna lock in. You're not gonna be able to move it out. And technically this part's put right here, so that way it doesn't go flying off when you're playing. Don't need it if you don't want to, but I highly suggest putting it on so this doesn't go flying everywhere. So that's how you guys can attach that. Now to take it out, so if you guys wanna remove this because you guys wanna place it on your Switch, on the bottom, you will notice down here below, it says locked. So it is technically locked right now. Let me just zoom in a little bit more. So to unlock this and remove it, just press this downwards. Like I mentioned, you press this and you slide it up. So that's how you just unlock this. So it does become locked by itself, if that makes sense. So if you put it in there, again, it's locked already. So what you guys want to do is just hold this down. So just bring it down. Press this. Sometimes without even pressing that, you guys can just slide it up to take it out. So very rarely this does get stuck, but you have to play around with that. For the setup video, I usually have it on there, but we tend to just take it out later on, so just get ready for that. But right now, you guys know how to place these guys and take them out from there without an issue. And then to just place these on your Switch, all you guys have to do is just slide them in. Slide in, it's gonna lock. We're gonna slide it in, and it's going to lock by itself. So there we go. Do you guys need to charge this before you turn it on for the very first time? No, it should have some battery already. And if it doesn't have any battery, I would highly suggest returning it and exchanging it for another one. Now, if it's used, that's a different story. It could have zero battery because they haven't used it for a while. But they should technically charge it so you guys can test it out before buying it. Anyways, right now we're just going to create an account. Now remember, we're going to create this account, but it doesn't matter if you guys have the Switch, this one, the older one, or the Switch 2. It's the exact same account. So let's just go into, and the easiest thing is to go into your computer, use a tablet or your phone to create that account. Which, by the way, if you don't have one, you guys can just do that all in here. But just to make things faster, we're going to do it from your phone, tablet, or computer right now. We just get started saying that you can do this on your Nintendo Switch itself. Create an account. But if you don't already have one, then going to Nintendo.com, you guys can do it on your cell phone, tablet, computer. And then from there, you guys are going to see on the top right hand side, log in or sign up. Just tap there. Once you tap there, you're going to see this, log in or sign up. We're going to sign up. And then from here, we're going to create an account. So to create an account, you do need your birthday. So you're going to start off putting whatever your birthday is. So you're going to go with year. The very last thing would be the year. So you're going to go from your date. Okay, so your month, your date, and then year. Then press on submit. All right, then you're going to see this page. So you guys can continue on with Google or sign up with Apple. It's just going to be a little bit faster because it does take your information from there. But if you don't want that or you don't have that, just scroll down and just fill up this information. So just go into nickname, just type in any nickname that you guys want, email address, password. Make sure you put a password that's not the same thing as your email password. Then if you scroll down, again, you guys will see your birthday, gender, go ahead, country, region, time zone. Then click here, click there on the left hand side and press on continue. Obviously, you guys have to fill out everything. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, so as I mentioned, just take whatever nickname you guys want, put in your email like I just did, a password. So this is just an example of a password that works. Obviously, don't use the same one as mine. It does say password strength strong, so this is good enough. Then if you scroll down, just choose gender, choose whatever country you're from, region. Very important that you choose not a random region, choose whatever makes sense to you. So only give me two options, Quebec or not Quebec, which is kind of weird. So choose not Quebec. And then your time zone, also important, so make sure to choose the right one. Then and only then, on the bottom, you guys are gonna see continue, so just tap on continue. All right, so then it's gonna ask you, basically if you guys want any spam from Nintendo, so any ads, all that stuff. If you guys don't wanna receive, just tap on not receive. If you guys do want to receive those promotions, then go ahead and receive those emails. Whatever you guys choose, just press on confirm and register on the bottom. And then it's gonna ask you for a verification code in order to create this account. So go into your email right now, check your junk mail just in case. You should see the Nintendo email right now from them, okay? I'm gonna show you exactly how this verification looks like. So right now let's go into our email and I'm gonna show you how this verification code looks like. All right, so just to show you the email that's gonna come from, it's gonna be at accounts.nintendo.com. So as a matter of fact, I found it in my junk mail. So that's where it went. So make sure if you guys add this into your email addresses, it's not gonna go into your junk mail. And the exact email address that it's coming from, it says no reply at accounts Nintendo, like I mentioned before. So here it is. All right, and here's how the verification code looks like and the email, exactly how the email looks like. So we're just gonna copy that and we're just gonna paste it here. Then just tap on verify. Obviously, your code will be different than the one that I showed you, which is mine. Anyways, right now we just created an account. So here's our Nintendo account. Just remember your password and email. Then on the bottom right hand side, well, middle, you guys will see OK. Just tap on OK. And there you go. You guys have just created an account for your Nintendo. Now this account can be used on Nintendo 1, Nintendo 2. Doesn't matter which Nintendo you guys go into. The account can be used anywhere. So right now, on the top right hand side, you guys should see your account. You guys can go and check it out. Now, something that's not required, but I highly suggest doing, is setting up 2FA. So to set up 2FA for your Nintendo Switch account, this is what you guys do. First, obviously sign in. So on the top right hand side, make sure you're signed in. Once you guys have signed in, you guys are gonna notice this on the top right hand side. See this icon? Tap on it. From there, on your left hand side, you guys can see user information, then sign in and security settings. That's your second option. Tap there. All right, so from here, if you scroll almost all the way down, you will see two-step verifications. That's 2FA. So to set it up, it's very easy. Just tap on edit, and then you're gonna see this two-step verification setup. Tap on there. From here, you do have to re-enter your password for this. And then to set this up, it's gonna ask you to verification your email. So you're going to verify your email address. So that means you're gonna get an email. Okay, so just tap on below. So below you guys will see submit. So make sure that's your correct email first of all. Then tap on submit. And then it's gonna ask you for a verification code. So just go on and do that. So by the way, not everybody needs 2FA. It just makes this a lot more secure, so your account won't be hacked as easy. So here's how that email would look like. That's my verification code. I'm just gonna copy and paste it here, submit. And then from there, all you guys have to do is just download the app. So Google Authenticator. So right here, it's gonna ask you, go ahead and choose whatever it is for you guys. So if you guys have an iPhone, the App Store, Play Store, right here, Google Play, you guys will go on your Android and install that. So once you guys download Google Authenticator, you will be scanning this. So you're obviously using your phone or tablet, it has a camera, and go ahead and scan this QR code below. From there, you're gonna see a code on your Google Authenticator. Put in that code right here. Okay, so it's gonna be 6-digit code. Once you scan that, you will see that, and then just press on submit. And then you're gonna be done with the 2FA. But again, that's to make your account more secure. Something else that you guys should do and have to do when you're setting this up, go into, again, Nintendo.com, and then just make sure you're signed in. And when you're signed in, we're gonna go into the same thing. See this icon up top? Just tap on it, and then that's gonna take you here. So again, we're gonna go into the second option, sign in and security. And that's because we want to sign in ID. So we have to set that up. So might as well do that right now. So on the right hand side, you guys will see that sign in ID. Just tap on edit. It's gonna ask you for your password in order to make this change. So just put that in. And the reason why we want to do a sign in ID, it's because it's gonna be a lot easier to do that than putting your email address. It's just faster. So again, this can be used instead of your email address to sign into your Nintendo account. So we're gonna do that right now. So once you put your sign in ID, go ahead and tap on save. All right, so from here, you guys should see this sign in ID has been set. Press OK. And then once you're done that, you guys can also go to the left-hand side and take a look at this information again. So sign in and security settings. Now from here, this is not a must phone number because not everybody has a phone number, but it's better if you link up a phone number just in case. Let's say you guys forget your password. It's easier with your phone number. Or if you contact customer service because somebody hacked your account. If you have a phone number there linked up, then you can get it back easier. Passkey, that makes it so much easier to sign in. So I would suggest doing that. Obviously, you would do that from your phone or tablet because you guys will be using your fingerprint or anything like that, your camera as well. Again, these are things that are optional, but I suggest doing them. So I'll leave that up to you guys. So let's say you guys at least want to set up the phone number, just in case. Tap on edit. Once you tap on edit, it's going to say phone number settings. Go into phone number settings. It's going to ask you for your password as always. And then it's going to ask you for your phone number. Whatever country you're from, select that, and then go ahead and put your phone number. Then down here below, you guys will see on the right hand side, submit. Then it's gonna take you to this page. You guys will see a verification code. That verification code is a text message you're gonna get, okay? And if you don't get it, then there might be something wrong with the phone number. Just edit that again, but you should get it as a text message. So for example, the verification code that I got looked like that. And my phone number is linked. I can just press OK. All right, so from there, we're pretty much ready. And there's just one more thing to do right now that it will be easier to do it here than later. So what we're going to do is go into our account. So again, on the top right hand side, just make sure you're in Nintendo.com. Go into your account, sign in. Once you have signed in, you guys will see this. This time we're going to be pressing here on this T or whatever you guys see. Obviously see a different letter than me. So just tap there and that will take you here. And you do need to create this. So might as well get it over and done with, especially if you're doing this before you get your Nintendo. Hey, might as well get everything ready. So once you guys actually get your Nintendo with you, it's going to be a breeze to set it up because everything's going to be almost done for you anyways. So let's just create that. From here, we have to select what gender. So I'm just going to choose this one. Male. And then you guys can customize it as much as you guys want. So this is supposed to represent you. You guys can choose, for example, this face shape, whatever's closest to you. You don't need to, but it's kind of nice to have something that is kind of close to how you look like. Then check on the second option. You guys can choose like for your cheeks. Do nothing because I don't really have like that permanent blush. Any lines that define, your character, kind of. So if you're older, maybe, or anything that makes sense with your face. For me, nothing really. And then on top, you guys will see various options. So here's hair, all that stuff. Your height, you guys can adjust so many things. So we can go with hair and choose something a little bit different. For example, I can choose this one. You can definitely choose something with a hat on as well, or even like this. So you guys can go as normal as you guys want, or as most accurate to how you look as you want. I would say accurate, it's more funny, so I would do that. You guys can definitely choose the color, so you can be a different color than what you see right now. So I'm just gonna choose this right here. Then we can move on to eyebrows. Again, choose whatever makes sense to you. Eyes, same thing. Here's nose. There's a bunch of different noses. I can click on this one. I guess that's closest to what I got. This would actually be close to what I got, but there's a bunch of stuff here. You guys can be smiling the whole time, by the way, or just a simple smile. I guess simple smile is better. If you guys have glasses or usually wear sunglasses, you guys can do that for sure. For me, no, not really. Sunglasses outside, I guess. Anything like a mustache, which some of these are kind of creepy. I'm gonna leave that one. Or you guys can just select nothing. There's gold teeth as well, if that makes sense to you. There's colors as well, so it matches your hair color. Definitely change that up if that makes sense to you. Beauty marks, if you guys have any. I don't. And you guys can adjust the position, by the way. So you can be like more this way. Make it bigger, smaller, make it more down, up. So you guys can reposition that anywhere or just take it out. Now you guys can go to your height. It depends on your build. So that's middle-ish. This will be a little bit bigger. And then star, your favorite color, whatever that is. For me, I like this color, but I don't like how it looks here. But I would go with whatever your favorite color is. I was going to go with black, although it's not my favorite color. Then I'm gonna go right here, male, that's fine. I can just tap on finish on the top right hand side. Top right hand side, finish, and here it is. You guys can move it around. But anyways, right now we're just gonna save it. Save, and then we can just select them. We can edit, erase, close. So many options there, but we're pretty much done as of now. All right, so let's say you guys select the very first option, select this, and it's gonna ask you, do you want to use this with your Nintendo account? Yes. Select yes. All right, so the good thing is that now you guys will notice this. So instead of letter, you're gonna have the character that you made. You guys can always later edit it. You guys can even make more. All right, so then from here, you're pretty much done. You guys can go on and turn on your Nintendo Switch for the very first time and just go on with the setup. Now, before we keep going, I forget, I'm gonna teach you how to set this up. So let's just take this out. I'm gonna press here, slide it up. And then between here, all we have to do is just slide it in as well. So it's from top to bottom, top to bottom. And I almost did it the wrong way. So top to bottom. There you go. So that's how you guys can just set this up. Now to take these guys out from this controller, on the other hand, same thing, this button, and then slide it up. Press that button, slide it up. And that's how you guys can take these guys out from the controller. Anyways, right now, if you're gonna turn this on for the very first time, just press the power key, hold on to it, and keep holding on until you guys see the Nintendo sign. So that means it's turning on, and just let it be. Right here, you guys should see this, by the way. And then finally, it should load in to language. So if you guys see this, again, if it's a used one, that means they factory reset it. So everything's like brand new. If it's brand new, then you should see what I see because it's basically factory reset already. So right now, what we can do is select using your hands because this is a touch screen. Or if you guys don't want to do that, we can just use this, the sides, okay? And then we're just gonna press A to select something. We can turn down the volume if it's annoying on the top, just by doing that. Don't choose anything random, choose whatever makes sense to you. So for me, it's the very first option. You do have to agree to this, so tap there on accept. then tap on next. Then you got to search for your network. So you do need Wi-Fi in order for this to work. So what we're gonna do is try this one and then put in your password for your Wi-Fi. And once you put in your password, it should just connect. If you're having any issues, then maybe your password's wrong. So try another one, try another Wi-Fi network for that matter. All right, so finally just tap on OK, and then we can set up our time. Just whatever makes sense to you guys, whatever's closest. So you can just scroll down to take a look at what is closest to you. So we're just gonna select this one, and then we can set this up to our TV. So this is something we can do later on, and I do wanna teach you later on how to do this. Not right now, because a lot of people think that you need your TV to set this up, and you don't. You might not even ever switch it to your TV, but this is something that we can do right at the end of the video so you guys can see how it's done. Right now we can just skip this. So we're gonna skip it. It's gonna tell us to take these guys out. So all we have to do is just press down on these buttons on the back and just slide them out. So now that we slide them out, we can go ahead and select next. Again, all we have to do is just press OK. It's just telling us what I already showed you from before, the stand. So this here, you guys can just take it out like so and use it like a stand. See that? But for this video, we don't need that. It's just more comfortable maybe for the setup. Depends where you're doing it. And then just use your Joy-Con. So press A to select anything, A next. So what we want to do, which by the way, if you're not a new user, I do have a different video for you. So this is for new users. I have another video that I think inside the title itself, it says how to transfer information from your old switch to your new switch. So it's a different video. That's for users that have used this before. This is for brand new users. So we're gonna create a new user right now instead of importing data from another console. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We are gonna select this guy and then just type in your username. So whatever username you guys want. This is a touch screen, but you guys can just use this if you don't want to get your screen all smudged. I don't want to get it smudged just because of this video. But on that, I would definitely use the touch screen instead of scrolling through like this and selecting A with my other controller. If you make any mistakes, you guys can definitely erase them just by going like that. Press OK once you're done on the right hand side. So here it is, tech. I'm gonna link a Nintendo account. So I already taught you how to make a Nintendo account. So you should do that right this second. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. So there's various ways to do this. Well, you guys will see it's gonna give us a few options. The easiest way is for the QR code. So if you guys have a phone or tablet that has a camera, scan that. And then you guys can just go ahead and link it up, okay? So all you have to do is sign into it. It's that easy. Then you guys have this other sign-in options. So it's gonna ask us for a password. So I'm just gonna go there just to show you. And here it's gonna ask us for a password and email. Then just press on sign in and you're set. So if you know your email and your password, you're good to go. But technically it's faster just to do the scanning thing. If you guys didn't create an account, this is the time to do so. So just create account. All right, so whichever way you guys signed into it, you're good to go. You guys can just go ahead and since we've done an account before, so we have to link it up. So we're gonna go on and link it. However, if you guys just create an account, then most likely you're not gonna get this message to link anything because you just created a new account. So we're just gonna link right now and then we just have to wait. So right here, just press on OK. You guys can add any other users, but that's my main user, so we're just gonna keep that. So we're gonna skip that. And right here for parents, this is where you guys can set up stuff, but it's basically from your phone. So if you go to parental controls, you have to download an app and you do it from there. So it's kind of cool. If this is for you, then just skip it, press on skip. Right here, your setup's complete. So basically on your controller, you have to press this key right here. Let me just focus in a little bit better. So that's my home key. And then finally we're home. So we're pretty much done. Now I do have a micro SD card in here, So I do have to press delete on it, so he formats it, and that's okay. It's just gonna format it right now. That's what happens with new microSD cards. Now, if you didn't have a microSD card in there, none of that would have happened. You would have just seen this screen. Just press A. At this point in time, you guys can actually attach this. It's kind of annoying not to have it in there. So I'm gonna attach it right now. So there we go. And I'm just gonna press A 3 times, and we're locked in. So right now we're pretty much done with the setup itself. Now, what I need to show you is how to set this up with your TV. And let me just give you a quick look at this. So Switch Online, you do have to pay for that. If you guys want to download some games, Nintendo eShop, it's the way to go. And then you guys can always purchase cards as well. I do highly suggest buying a microSD card so you guys expand your storage, but you don't need to, don't have to. Now let's take a look at your dock and how that works, especially with connecting to your TV. So setting up your dock is actually extremely easy. This is the dock for this Nintendo. Now I do want to talk about Nintendo Switch 2 because this will not work with the Nintendo Switch 2. It's a little bit different. Nintendo Switch 2 is bigger as well. Anyways, on your dock, these are the ports. You have USB. Then you guys will notice that there's nothing around it. And that's because there's this on top of it. You guys can just open this up. It just pops up. Don't worry about it. You didn't break it. That's how it pops up. That's how it sounds. So that's normal. And right here, you guys will notice they have a few connections that we need. So we have USB. We've got your HDMI, Ethernet. That's if you're a gamer. Most likely you want that high speed. So you do want to hook that up directly to your router. That's not something that comes with your Switch. What you did get with your Switch is this guy. So this is your HDMI cable. And by the way, you don't need to. I want to show you how to set this up with your TV. But if you're not setting this up to your TV and you just want to set up the dock, you guys can just hook up the AC adapter there. And then you guys can just dock your Switch whenever you guys want to charge it. But you don't have to. There's several ways to charge it, and I'll show you that later on. But right now, we're just gonna go on with setting this up just so it works with your TV. So you guys also got this, okay? So this is your AC adapter, and we're just gonna hook it up. So this is USB-C. We're gonna hook it up here. There we go. You don't need to close this. I'm just gonna close it because you will do that at the end anyways. Just close it up. And right now you're technically set up to make this work with your TV. Now, if you don't have those two cables hooked up, it's not gonna work. And you do need to hook this up to your wall. That means a wall outlet. Just have this plugged in so electricity is running through. And then this will go to your TV or your monitor, whatever you guys are using. Make sure that you pay attention which source you're doing it. So on TVs, usually you have various ports. Just try them all out. Some TVs detect it automatically. So it does depend which TV you guys have. And as long as you choose the correct source, then you're good to go. I would just try them all if you're looking for which one this is. But it usually does give you a little number on the back of your TV, which HDMI source this is. And then what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna show you what's gonna happen. Once we have everything plugged in, so we have plug this into our TV monitor, we have this hooked up to our wall outlet, everything's running, this thing's turned on, it just automatically turns on. And before we do anything, actually, because right now we're gonna have to take this out. You guys wanna take these guys out, because you need controllers. And then when it's turned on, make sure the screen's on, maybe run a game or anything like that. You're gonna place it in. Once you place it in, this will turn black and you're gonna see the screen on your monitor or TV right away, okay? Right now, obviously it's not because I don't have it hooked up, but right now I'm gonna hook it up so you guys can see how that process looks like. All right, so there's my TV or monitor, it doesn't really matter. Here's my Switch. Now it's turned on. Everything's hooked up like I showed you. All I have to do is just place this here. You guys will notice that the screen went black, and over here, it's gonna show me a screen soon enough. If it doesn't, just turn it off and on again. Select your source, make sure all your cables are plugged in correctly. If they're not plugged in the whole way, it's not gonna actually show you anything. Right now, you guys can see, here's my Nintendo. It's on my screen, so awesome. I can just use these guys to control it and go anywhere. So I can go to Nintendo Switch Online, for example, and just load that up and get started downloading any games that I need. But that would be it for how to hook up your Nintendo Switch to your TV. It's that easy. Alright, so the very last thing you guys should know is how to charge your Switch. It's extremely easy. So we're gonna go on and take a look at the bottom. The bottom portion is gonna show you where to charge it up. And what do you need? Well, you need this. Your AC adapter that came with your Switch. Just have to hook this up down here below. And this will go to your wall outlet. Alright, so once you plug it in, you should see this popping up here. Plus, here it's gonna give you that little icon that's telling you that it's charging. I can also see the charge right here actually. It's telling me that it's charging. It's actually fully charged. And there's something else that we can check out, but that's for another day. Anyways, right now you guys know how to charge this. Now there's another way to charge it, because there's various ways. You can just unhook that. You just unhook that. It tells you that it's unhooked. And I can just bring in my dock. So here's my dock. Just take this out. Plug in my AC adapter on the top here. I can just close this up or leave it. Doesn't really actually matter. And then if you place this on your dock, it's gonna charge. So again, in your dock, just like so, it's gonna snap in and it's gonna charge. So it's actually charging right now. So those are the two ways you guys can charge up your Nintendo Switch. Now something else I also want to mention is that if you guys have this charging and these guys are hooked up, they're also charging. And whenever you take them out, so let's take them out. Let's take these guys out. So to charge up these guys, just make sure all you guys have to do is just slide them in, snap them in, and they're gonna charge. Okay, if you guys want to make sure they charge even faster, just place them on your dock or have your Nintendo charging at the same time that these guys are hooked up. So it doesn't have to be in the dock. As long as it's charging, you're charging these guys and you should be good to go. But as far as this video goes, we're all done. If you guys have any comments, questions, you guys can write them down here in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.